that has matured, what I've learned and what I've observed is that politics is not seasonal, it's continual. However, they based their interactions politically on a philosophy and not a personality. So even as I address you today, it's more of a charge for us to raise the standard of how we engage. And the power of character in leadership is one that will actually provide a guideline, so to speak. I address you with a great burden because I believe, and when I returned to Guyana, it was in the hope that we stop playing and we literally take the reins of leadership. We do not, as a country, need more politicians in leadership. We need more leadership in politicians. So it is with that I am in Guyana, and it is my desire to contribute meaningfully to the fabric of national development. I do not want to waste your time. And as a poet, allow me to share a poem that I think would capture this moment. Because we're all seeking for something. I sought God and found myself, for I am in him as he is in me. This is neither religion or theology, but the essence of spirituality. Humanity has lost its way, but he remains the potter as we are the clay. Life has deceived us into making a living when love is all about giving. Time, though infinite, misrepresents the purpose of the fight. We battle for the greater good that is in mankind, not for the place of power, to treat each other unkind. There's a presence that envelopes us with peace, and the same accepts us in spite of that unholy peace. We are lost but loved, we are disconnected yet cared for. He has shouted and has whispered, call on me whenever you feel separated from the peace that I am. As a nation, we have reduced ourselves to becoming mannequins of power, where we masquerade as though we have power. But when looked or compared to our international counterparts, who are we? How are we defined as a nation? What defines us? And we have the capacity, we have the potential to redefine the 21st century. South Africa, as it's now in the spotlight, was far worse than Guyana is. And we are responsible for the state of our nation, collectively as well as individually. But we cannot manifest change if we ourselves are not changed. You cannot be empowering if you are not empowered. That's why my modus operandi is to literally give information. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word what? Became flesh and dwelt among men. We need information. Satan is called the Prince of Darkness. Darkness means ignorance. He's the first one to rule our domain of ignorance. So the greatest gift you can give to yourself and your nation is to be empowered by your knowledge. Hurt people hurt people. And when you come to the issue of character, it is the cradle of your credibility. Nelson Mandela, when he walked into a room, it silenced the room. Because his character, his silence is more powerful than his words. We tend as politicians to speak a lot, but our words have no weight. Our words are cancelled in the minds of the people who are listening to us because our character is questionable. Character preserves our legacy. Too many leaders have failed simply because of a lack of character and integrity. We cannot allow it to go on. So my charge to a representative of the political arena, it is for us to raise the standard and be the change that we're seeking. Because the responsibility ultimately rests within us. The God of our time will tell us that what we did was not enough because we had power and we gave it away. And when Nelson Mandela came out of prison, the words he used was amantla, away too. That simply means power belongs to the people. We have an account of trust, but it's a spirit of distrust amongst the people because we have abused the trust that they've entrusted into us. Empowered people empowers people. So our lack to empower our people is the fact that we are not empowered. And we have to take the necessary time to discover who we are, to manifest. Greatness is not in fame and popularity, but it is in service. So as servants of this great land, I charge to do what is necessary. And we have it if we should only unite. Remember, what makes South Africa so great is that there is a guiding philosophy, not a personality, a philosophy. I have been a guest of Parliament, and I've seen the lack of respect for humanity. Ubuntu is the spirit of humanity. Who are we outside of public office? So my challenge, my charge, is to look beyond our life and see our debt. How will we be remembered? Individually and collectively. How will we be remembered? It profits a man nothing to gain the whole world and lose his soul. How will we be remembered? So that's why I saw it fit to bring back books. Because our integrity, what we know and what we do, rests on, our capacity to learn. God can never give us more than our capacity. So our prayer is to increase our capacity. So with that, I would like to make a presentation to the Speaker of the House, and I would like to charge us to actually get copies in the hands of every MP. They will be released on the 15th of January. So it is my hope